Hey, what's up? Hello. Welcome to Hack a Chat, the NBA's first podcast featuring a man who cried at a hockey game. That was me. It was a week ago. In studio, in the basement with me, is the man who keeps coming down the chimney every year, even though he doesn't have permission, Danta Claus. Dan, what are we going to do today?
We are here to talk some hoops and tell you what happened to Harold Miner.
We're going to do that in person today.
Together.
Nail it. We go real high fives for the first time in months.
That felt good.
You're sick, so you can have that back.
Yeah,
no, that's fine.
But I'm a little under the weather. Sorry if there's some coughing or some sneezing. I apologize.
Behind the MacBook and in our control room is our unidirectional unicorn, Gyro.
It's nice to be here.
We didn't pick that up.
We're glad you're here.
He's in the studio.
Yeah, he's all the way in the control room.
Yeah.
It's like a whole thing. Because we had the microphones.
Doing really well too. Thanks, guys.
We figured it out though. We're glad to be back. We had an amazing Christmas break. I did. I don't know. I mean, I hope you guys did too. Whatever you're celebrating, whether it be Christmas, Hanukkah, or Festivus, or what have you, we're glad that you've joined us here at Hack a Chat. How was your holiday, Dan?
It was really nice.
What was your fourth favorite gift that you got?
Ooh, fourth favorite gift.
Yeah, your fourth favorite gift.
How about this? My parents recently went to Universal Studios.
Yeah?
Went to Harry Potter World. In my stocking this year was a chocolate wand.
Ooh.
Pretty nice little gift.
That one's awesome.
That was pretty fun.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Do you know those pop figures? Are you familiar with the Funko Pop figurines?
I am.
I had two of my kids at the church that I work with.
Very good.
They went to Universal, and they got me a pop figure Harry Potter.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
sitting on my desk now.
That's pretty cool.
Both got the Harry Potter stuff. Love it.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my gosh. I got that one. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 pops for Christmas this year.
And we're grown-ups.
I have like 20 of them now.
That's awesome.
I have to create. Dover got me one. Dover got me one from Matt Murdock from Daredevil. It's the TV show, not the Ben Affleck version.
Right.
Which I would have liked that one too, to be honest. A pop figure of Ben Affleck. Actually, I kind of want a pop figure of just Ben Affleck, the person.
Just the guy. Yeah. I could go for that.
Oh my gosh, they should make Goodwill Hunting pops. I would Goodwill hunt every one of those down.
Yeah.
And put them on display. I would buy the little Funko boxes. I think I've talked a little bit too much about them. You know what I did see when I was at the Cavs game at the Q?
What's that?
Little Funko LeBron Jameses.
Well, you know what? These
They're
things are all over the place.
I almost bought them if they weren't $20 and there were 8,000 people trying to buy Christmas gifts
That would have been tough.
at the store. It was horrible. But yeah, no, they had little LeBron James. I almost bought one, but I was like, you know what? Amazon will have this.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to go there. I'm
Good
glad
idea.
we got back to talking about basketball.
Me too.
It's been a while since we've done it.
Spun the wheels a little bit, but we got back.
We can always bring it back to basketball.
right.
We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Well, this for like 10 months. 10 actual months, though.
10 actual months.
This
What
is our
number,
Kyle Korver episode.
The Korver
Our Kyle
episode.
Korver episode 26.
Going from
Nailed it.
downtown for this episode.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So what do you say? Do you want to get down to it?
Let's get down to it.
Let's hit it.
And here we go.
Want to start out with Hassan Whiteside getting his first career 2020. And this was a couple weeks ago. It was against Indiana. Now, Hassan Whiteside is a guy who's been polarizing for a little while, especially the last year or so. He's brought it on the defensive end. He's bringing it on the offensive end. He shot 62.5% in that game. Really think that he could turn into something. I think possibly, he might be headed for his first All-Star game.
You know what? I like the idea of that, but let's harness that. Hold on to it for right now. Maybe bring it up here in a little bit. Write it down.
We're going to table it.
Dover, put that on the notes.
Table it, Dover.
Put it on the mirror
Thanks,
so we
Dover.
can see it on the notes. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Great. Let's move on
Yeah.
to maybe the quietest 52-point game in the history of the NBA.
Absolutely. Dana
John
Barros
Wall.
had a louder 50-point game.
I know.
So
John
did
Wall.
Friggin' Mo Williams had a 52-point game that more people were talking about.
I know. And John Wall goes for 52 in a loss to your favorite team, the Orlando Magic.
You know,
So-
had they had Oladipo, there's no way that would
Not
have
a
happened.
chance. Not
But
a
no,
chance.
But no.
you know what? They've got 700 centers on the roster,
know.
and for whatever reason, I thought that would be a good idea. So yes, but the Magic did pull out that win despite John Wall going for 52.
Oh, wait. They totally didn't, though. They definitely lost.
That's right. Yes, you're right. So
Isn't that incredible?
Incredible.
What is the Wizards now? Literally without him. Remember, I love going back to this because this is one of my favorite points I made in the preseason, that the Wizards were going to have the worst bench in the entire NBA. And guess what? They have the worst bench in the entire NBA.
Yes.
And you know who agrees with me? Marching Gortat of the freaking Wizards. Like, he came out and he's like, we have the worst bench in the NBA. Like,
You know, do you know
that is
where-
how bad this is.
Here's what they should do. They should work a deal with the Magic to trade Marcin Gortat to Orlando just to get all the centers.
Just get all of the
Just get
centers.
all of them on there.
Oh my gosh!
But
Go
you know
get
what?
Clint Capella if they can.
Yeah.
that'd be great.
He's young and good though. Let's just
Yeah,
get the,
hold
let's get
on,
the
let's
washed
save
up old
him.
guys and put them
Let's
down there.
save him.
Anyway, we've digressed a little bit.
Speaking of
but
young
yes,
centers,
yes,
Andre Drummond. He's headed back for his second All-Star game. I'm betting this year.
Right.
You know, he's the one guy keeping the Pistons afloat. Got 2 2020s within 3 games, which is amazing. This guy's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
He did it over Karl Towns. I mean, he came to work against Karl Towns in Minnesota. The second one coming in a loss to the Bulls.
right.
Really like Andre Drummond. Really don't love a lot of the pieces around him. Very disappointed about Stanley Johnson so far this year.
I completely agree. And he was a guy I talked about keeping your eye on to start the year. And we've kept our eye on him, and he is not at all played like the guy that played against LeBron James in the first round of the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there. Speaking of LeBron James,
boom.
44, 10, and 9 against the Charlotte Hornets. But you
Wonder
know what?
why.
5 for 10 from 3. I don't know about
Why is
what
he
you've seen. He's really shot the 3 significantly better this year. I was recently at the Cavs game on Friday night, the 23rd, against the Nets. And I don't know if you noticed this during warm-up, but he shoots from the sea a lot.
During
in
warm-ups,
warm-up.
he had to like leave and go take a poo or something.
So he
and
just
came
did his-
back.
yeah.
I didn't even see that happen.
So LeBron comes out for like 5 minutes during warm-up. Doesn't do a lot.
Right.
Hangs out at half court.
A lot of stretches.
Shoots some threes from the edge of the sea at half court. Hits 5 in a row and calls it warm. He's good. He's ready to go. So he's had enough of being out here getting the extra shots in, but he's done it. So shooting the 3 significantly better this season in games I've watched has just made the strides there, and the Cavs are rolling, and they are just one of the top teams in the league like we had predicted.
Right. Well, and you have Kyrie, who's playing the best basketball he's played.
Right.
And Kevin Love, who, you know, a lot of people are talking about the fact that he had the offseason to get in shape.
Right.
Last year before then, he was injured coming into the season, didn't have really that opportunity to work with the trainers, didn't work with the team staff because he didn't come in till later because the trade was later on in the summer. And so, like, he had all that time to spend in Cleveland getting ready for the season. And he looks great. He looks like
fantastic.
old Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And when you have 2 offensive juggernauts like that, gives you a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Even if your name is LeBron James, it gives you a little bit of space, which is really incredible.
I will say this about LeBron, a little concerned about the amount of minutes, playing 39 minutes right now.
Dude, you're not
probably
kidding.
going to start to see this to dwindle, just a little bit. Hopefully down like the 33, 34 range, but I don't know if you can drastically take that many minutes off when you've got the injuries to J.R. Smith. You
Right.
don't want the injuries to Love because he's had the shoulder over the last year, still coming back from it. So Cavs are doing some really good things, though, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, at his age, well, they had an overtime game where he played like 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Now it was the Bucks, and they wanted to prove
Right,
a
that was
point
it, yeah.
to the Bucks, and they'd kind of been a little chippy with the Cavs. So I think it's prove a point. We're gonna go ahead and slam the door on you guys. Speaking of slamming the door, better than anybody in the NBA, Russell Westbrook. What do you know?
are we
Another
gonna talk about him?
triple-double.
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
I think every week we'll be able to do the top 5 rundown. Hey, Russell Westbrook. He had a triple-double. Are you surprised?
No.
Not at all. So Russ goes 26, 22, and 11 in a win against Phoenix.
He did it.
He is incredible.
A 20 and 10 night.
Yeah. I mean, he's unlike anyone. I've said this before. We're running out of superlatives. Like, we don't... we're not even halfway through the year, and we've already run out of incredible things to say about him. So love Russ.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. But Russell Westbrook, he did have the little tiff with Damian Lillard.
Yeah, makes sense.
I kind of want to see them hate each other.
I really want to see them hate
There are
each other.
too many people. There are too many great players that are all best friends. You got the Banana Boat Gang. You have all these guys who are just friendly. You know, Towns and Wiggins are our next generation of. And the thing that they're most known for is their big smiles.
Exactly.
They're the next generation of stars, and they're the big happy guys. No, I want to see Westbrook and Lillard hate each other.
I'm okay
And
with
it's a
that.
Good start.
Yeah, I think this
Man.
is a really good start to that.
Rivalries are great, and I can't wait for that one to feed a little bit more. Yeah. We want to talk about our young guys every single week. We're going to look at 2 different young guys throughout the NBA. Just give them a little check-in. See if they can enter the club of being able to be talked about.
That's right.
On Hack a Chat. So to let them into the club, we got to check their IDs.
Hey, go check your ID.
Yeah, well, I'm 23, Dan.
Okay,
you know
cool.
that. Oh,
So you're in.
Yeah. I'm good.
deal.
And I'm letting the bouncer, Andrew Harrison, get him in here.
Come on in, man.
Get in here, Andrew Harrison. This is a man who most people do not know.
Well, if you're recruiting,
If you're a college basketball
a college basketball guy like recruiting like nut, you know Andrew Harrison because he was a top 10 player coming out
with his brother,
with his twin brother,
Aaron.
Played at Kentucky, was on a really good team there that almost went undefeated for an entire season.
Right.
So, like, this is where he should be. We've all thought this since he was, probably sophomore, junior in high school is, hey, this is a guy who's going to be an NBA point guard because he's 6'5", handles it,
Right.
doesn't really shoot it that well, and that's kind of been the issue. But he's here. He's getting some good burn for the Grizzlies.
Well, and the Grizzlies had to deal with Mike Conley going out.
Right.
And, man, Grizzlies, find something.
Just stay healthy.
Please stay healthy.
Anybody on the Grizzlies, stay healthy.
Andrew Harrison being able to come in and just keep guys afloat, which was amazing.
Right.
I don't expect much from Andrew Harrison at all.
Right.
And so the fact that he was able to come in, play meaningful minutes, beat the Warriors, he's made this team not terrible. Right. You know, they've definitely taken a little step back, but it's not as big as people expected with Mike Conley going out.
Right.
So just proud of him. He's been able to move the ball around, getting the ball to the people who need it. Randolph, Gasol, those are the guys who should be playing with the ball. I mean, and they're doing this without, Parsons who Chandler Parsons
we
is
don't
supposed
even
to be.
know if he's going to play.
No idea where he's got.
Right.
Mike Conley is about to he has come back from his
back.
injury. He broke his back and he was back in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What was it, a year or two ago? He broke his actual face and missed 2 games.
Russell Westbrook did that too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's not a real person, though.
Yeah, I think Mike Conley is like he's the $750,000 man.
Right. Yeah.
To Russell Westbrook's $1 million.
$7 billion man.
$7 billion. Yeah. Okay, so
That's
maybe
not
we
even
can raise
enough.
it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Anyway.
$1 billion. Sorry. Andrew Harrison, wanted to give him the shout out. Playing great, keeping the Grizzlies afloat. Love seeing him playing well in a situation that wasn't great.
Yeah. Young guy check-in who I don't even have to say let him into the club because not only is he of age, but soon he's going to own his own club. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Santetokounmpo.
Yes, absolutely. He is on a tear right now. 8 straight games of 20-plus points, the first time in his career that he's done that. We've seen over the last couple weeks him just go at LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, proving a point, saying, hey, even though I'm only 22, I've arrived. I can't even shoot a jump shot yet, but I can get 39 and 15, no problem. I can take one of the best teams in the NBA to overtime consistently, and I can have a blowout in one of those games at home and take it to him. He and Jabari together is a really exciting combination.
Dude, you're not kidding.
And if they just had Chris Middleton healthy this year, that team would be incredible. But Giannis is in the club, on his way to owning the club and franchising that club into multiple clubs because he is the next guy. In my opinion, I think he is the next guy who's going to take the reins as the face of the NBA. He's only going to continue to get better. He's only going to continue to grow. He's 6'11".
Seriously, he might get another foot or two.
He might get another foot or two. And then they'd have to change the game and make the baskets bigger.
Yeah, I mean, if he's like 7'11",
Yeah.
he'll always be open. You can always pass him the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be open.
You wouldn't even have to think about shooting.
Because the 7-Eleven's open 24 hours a day.
That's right, yeah. And you could get Slurpees whenever you want
and then he's like really... So earlier we were talking about the All-Star game, whether or not Hassan Whiteside might be able to get in for the first time. Let's bring it back there. You ready? Hey, Dover, cue that up. We're going to bring back the thing that we tabled earlier. So we're going to keep talking about it.
Yep.
That was the thing. You did it. We're going to keep talking about the All-Star game. The All-Star Ballots opened up on Christmas. What a gift to us all.
Yes.
They've changed a little bit, so beware of this. You might not know the All-Star voting has changed. Yes, the fans still get to vote for the starters, but your vote only counts for 50%. So it's all skewed. So the fan vote is 50%. There's all of the players get another 25%. And then 75 select media members are another 25%. And then all of those percentages add up to 100.
Let me check the math. Pen and paper. Yeah, 100.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And those will be your starters. I think the NBA did a very smart job here.
I agree.
Because as a person who is a big-time hockey fan, I saw what happens when people on the internet just decide they're going to vote for whoever they want to vote for.
Right.
I.e., last year, John Scott, as a guy who's a big bruiser, big enforcer, a muscle guy, doesn't belong in an all-star game, not even close. And he got voted in.
He sure did.
There was a huge controversy, and there were people who were very upset about it. It was a whole big thing. NBA is looking to avoid that.
Well, yeah, not only that, but then naming of boats, you turn that over to the internet. And what do they name it? Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie McBoatface.
Exactly. So it's a good thing that the
internet
NBA
gets
has
crazy.
been, again, the thing we always talk about with Adam Silver, forward thinking, trying to avoid these types of issues, any types of issues. Hey, let's still give the fans their voice,
right?
But let's make that voice just be a little more intelligent,
right? Yeah.
And have a couple more voices that actually people pay attention to watching the games every week.
Right. We saw that come close last year. Zaza Pachulia. Now, Zaza Pachulia had a career year last year.
He really did.
But was he an all-star starter in the West? No. He came 14,000 votes short.
Right.
They saw that. They saw what happened in the NHL. They're like, nah,
need to fix this.
Not letting this happen.
Yeah.
Now, the players' votes and the media votes will not be disclosed officially by the NBA. You know, the individuals can do it themselves, but those will not be disclosed, and I think that's the very, very smart move. That being said, you have a voice. You have a voice. We also have a voice. We have our ballots ready to go. We're going to tell you who we're voting for, give the case for each one, and you got to go out and vote. It is your civic duty to vote for our All-Stars. You don't have to be a registered voter, so you're not going to get jury duty.
You're not going to do it.
There's no other issues. It's like, oh, issue 44.
I don't know what that one is. Do cars need blinkers? Yes, they do.
Probably.
I think.
No, but if you vote yes, it actually means no. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
We don't have to worry about that. You're going to vote for 10 players in the NBA, 5 from the East, 5 from the West, 2 guards, 3 forwards that you think deserve being in the All-Star game. We're going to tell you ours, and then you get to decide. I'm looking at you. Dover, you too.
We're also looking at you.
Come on.
We know we know how you feel sometimes about internet voting, and this is one that counts. Make it count.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, Chuck P, give me
East or West?
Your West.
West. Forwards or guards? Where are we starting?
Let's start with the guards.
Okay. So this hurt me to my core.
Okay.
Because I do believe that the best guard combo in the NBA is still Steph and Clay.
Okay.
I think they are the best 2 guards to play together in the entire league. And seeing them play together last year starting in the All-Star game was amazing. I loved it. and I want to see it happen forever. I'm a huge Klay Thompson's my favorite player. Always want to see him in the All-Star game.
Right.
Really, really like Steph. I didn't vote for either of them.
That makes sense.
And it hurt. I got a little bit of heartburn because of it.
I'll say this. Before you even jump into who you did vote for, I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you for taking a critical look at the league and seeing there are two guys that individually are better than the pairing of those two.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud of you. So
Well,
that being said,
Yeah, it's
Who are they?
Westbrook and Harden.
yeah,
It's Westbrook and Harden. It is.
I
You may have
completely
seen
agree.
my tweet earlier on Christmas Day. Look, I was very high on the Christmas spirit,
Yes,
and I
as
just
we all
voted. I voted my heart, and I didn't vote for my head.
Right.
And so my remainder ballots will consist with Westbrook and Harden, so long as in the next 19 days, you have 19 days to go vote, by the way.
Right.
So as long as in the next 19 days they keep to what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't see any way, shape, or how you could ever vote against them.
I agree. I have Russ and James Harden as well as my two guards in the West. James Harden is the absolute perfect fit in the Mike D'Antoni system. He is
Absolutely.
a tall guard. He's a great shooter. He can handle it. They have done a great job of filling this roster with guys who don't need the ball in their hands, who can defend a little bit. And Houston's defensive stuff is significantly better than we would have thought.
Yeah.
Significantly
Insanely
better.
so.
All we had to say was, hey, if you're in the 20s, great. That's
Yeah.
a big win for Houston, and they are middle of the pack, which
Yeah.
is way ahead of where we would have thought they were going to be. But their offensive efficiency has been off the charts, and that's a lot to do with James Harden having the ball in his hand, being able to distribute, being able to come off pick and roll, and he's thinking 2 and 3 moves ahead when he comes off that screen and roll.
Right.
And it's showing in the assist numbers, career high in assists. The scoring numbers are pretty consistent with where he's been, and having a fantastic season in this Rockets team is going to be a tough out. Russ is Russ. We talk about him every week. He is really close to – he's averaging a triple-double as we speak, and
He's insane.
he's insane.
He's the bionic man.
He
Like, it's
doesn't get
amazing.
tired. I've never seen him sweating. He jumps and runs and dunks, and he is just unlike anybody. So, yes, that being – yes, absolutely. That's secret present for later. So, Chuck, let's jump to the forwards. Who do you have as your 3 forwards for the
All right.
West?
So I couldn't not pick a Warrior.
Right.
Obviously.
You have to. I mean, they're still the best team in
Durant.
the league.
Durant's he's Durant. He's incredible.
Yes.
He's an amazing offensive performances. Again, when you have the players like that around him, you can create that space and
Right.
it's there. But I had to put Durant in. Always giving love to Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
Defense doesn't always get love in the All-Star game,
Nope.
but I'm giving it to Kawhi Leonard. He's picked it up on the offensive end as well, so it makes sense. I think he's good.
I will say Kawhi, maybe the most awkward All-Star game player of all time.
100%.
Yes.
Because he is the one guy going, wait, why aren't we getting back?
Wait,
Guys,
what?
I'm back. Where's everybody else?
Hey, aren't we going to run our 4-round-1 set with, the down screen and me
Right.
coming off? And nope, we're
No,
not
we're
doing
not.
We're not doing that.
Switch.
Oh,
You didn't switch. I said switch.
I said switch. Oh
Literally, I
man.
said it out loud. No,
Yeah.
you didn't switch. All right.
Okay.
And he will never, like, he obviously will want to play defense, but
Totally.
he'll never get mad. He's like, oh, you didn't. Okay.
Okay, it's cool. Whatever. Just do your thing, Russ. Just get some points. People love it.
The last guy I put up is Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Putting up big numbers. He's a freak of nature. I think he's a guy who always deserves to be in every All-Star game he's healthy for because the man is insane. I kind of wanted to somehow put a center position into my lineup, and so that's just what I went for. I put him at the 5.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You just have to do 3 forwards. You can
whatever
pick
you
3
want.
small forwards if you want. You can put Gordon Hayward in there at the 5 spot. Doesn't matter. You can do what you want, but make sure you do it with a reason, not just blindly voting for Kobe Bryant every year.
Exactly.
Thank God. You know what?
He might still
for the
get some
All-Star
write-in
game.
votes.
For the All-Star game alone, thank God Kobe retired.
Yeah.
Because I was sick of that garbage. Damian Lillard was not in the All-Star game last year
He was not.
because of Kobe.
That's exactly right. Not good.
Just saying. Yeah, those are my forwards. Leonard, Durant, Davis. Who did you have, Dan?
I also went
Anything different?
Leonard Durant, very similar. But my fifth player, I went a center route as well, even though it only has to be a forward. I went Marc Gasol. The Grizzlies have been a surprise, even though I believe we looked at him and said, hey, I think the Grizzlies are going to be a playoff team. Even though the change of coach, some change of faces, the
injuries involved with that.
He has been
Chandler Parsons
phenomenal.
not even playing.
Yeah. Marc Gasol has been the engine that's been keeping that team going.
Right.
He's been playing phenomenal. I feel like he has earned the right to be an all-star starter. Just really thinking that this is the time to put him in, kind of carrying the Grizzlies right now.
Yeah, 20-13.
Yep.
They're definitely sticking around the second tier
Right. Yeah.
of the West there, and it's looking great for them, and he is the reason to.
Yeah.
I think that Marc Gasol is definitely gonna be one of the guys that the coaches put in, and we'll get into like our full rosters later on. We don't need to do that now, but I definitely think he'll make it in. Absolutely deserves it.
Absolutely.
Where are we heading in the West? In the West.
Ooh.
The West. The West.
Yeah.
That says that's East, Patrick. Sorry. SpongeBob
Yes.
joke.
Right.
East
Headed to
guards.
the East, guards. Let me start us off here.
Hit me.
I went with Kyrie, and
Easy.
I went with DeMar DeRozan. So
Yeah.
when we had talked
All right.
preseason, we had said, "Ooh, he's a guy we want to keep our eye on." He
Just got
his
paid.
He got his big payday. They're coming off a number 2 seed as a team in the East. This could be not great, or it could be really good. There's really
Right.
not going to be an in-between, I don't think. I think it's going to go one or two ways, and it has gone the direction of really great.
Phenomenal.
Averaging 27.8 a game, shooting it better from all over the court. The Toronto Raptors are having another phenomenal season just behind the Cleveland Cavaliers in the East. A lot of that's to do with DeRozan, and that's why I have him as my all-star shooting guard.
I love it. DeMar DeRozan, that's one of your big things when looking at players, how they're going to produce or what might happen is their contract situations. And,
Right.
and you had your eyes on that. And 9 times out of 10, the player gets paid and he goes, all right, I can take a step back a bit. Or I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't have to put in the same amount of work the summer before going into a contract year. I just got the contract. Maybe
Right.
I'll start my workouts at 9 a.m. as opposed to 6 a.m.
Right.
Maybe I'll only do 1 shooting day as opposed to the 2 a day that I'm used to doing.
Right.
So he has not done that. He has stepped his game up, and I think he is deserving of an all-star starter spot for the East.
I love it. I think that Kyrie's phenomenal as well. I put him in mine.
Yep.
My other guard that I put is Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
He's leading the Charlotte Hornets. They're 17-14 now.
Yep.
He's shooting 41% from three.
He's
still.
having a great year
and
shooting
that's really the reason this will be for his first All-Star game. I think that Kemba is very, very deserving of that, and I think that we need to vote for that because I think he could be a guy that gets lost by the coaches.
Absolutely. I just want him in just so he can do his step back on somebody because that step back has is so dirty. So, but we agree on Kyrie. I mean, he's definitely made the jump after the NBA championship. Now, it's really funny. A lot of the analytic guys have said he's regressed. Looking at some of the numbers. Now, that takes into account everything. So on the defense side of the ball, that also takes. But we'll talk a little bit more about Kyrie later in the show. But he is, in my opinion, no questions asked, an all-star starter.
He's
period.
too good.
Yeah.
He's too good. Forwards, I think the easy one that we probably both agree on is LeBron James.
LeBron James, yes.
Okay,
He
so
is my
LeBron
first
James
forward.
is in.
Yes.
And we don't have to talk about that anymore.
We know. He's in. I think there might be another one that we agree on.
I think so too. Just about every year the Knicks will put somebody in, and like, was Carmelo? It was another one of those. It's the popular guy, even though he doesn't deserve it. Like, had he not been voted in, he would not have been an All-Star last year.
Right.
I think Knicks fans are opening their eyes and they're seeing that they have somebody to vote for who is worthy. Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes, he is.
Come on.
We got it.
It's over.
Yes. Hey, it's colder outside. Takes things to warm up. It makes sense. Twice makes it better.
That helped.
But a third time wakes him up.
All right, now I'm good.
Yeah, good.
Porzingis is playing phenomenally.
That's 4.
That's hold on. We got some more coming later, so
be
hold
easy.
back. We do not have a limitless amount of those.
It's true.
So just hang on.
Yeah, be careful with those. But yeah, I don't personally have him in, but I think he will be voted in. He's averaging in the 20s. I think he's 21.3 or dropped down to 19.9. But he is having obviously the next step year after that really good rookie season. I think the Knicks are starting to realize, all right, Carmelo's starting to be on the other side of 30. Let's really invest in this young player who's going to be the face of the franchise for years to come. So,
Unicorn.
Yes, the unicorn. I went in a different direction, although I love Kristaps as an all-star.
You didn't
starter.
go Kristaps?
I did not go Kristaps.
Oh my
I went
gosh.
another young player who I talked about earlier in the show. I went with Giannis.
Okay.
I went with Giannis as my forward, and
You know what,
mainly
that
that's
makes
just
sense.
because over the last, like I said, the last 8 games he scored over 20. He does things on the floor that no other guys in the NBA could do. He could
Very
make
true.
2 steps from half court and be at the basket. Like he's so long, so athletic, so gifted. Is doing things as far as playing the point for them that not many 6'11" guys on the planet can do. He is stepping his game up as far as going at the best players in the league and not backing down from them. We've seen that in the Cavs game as they've played recently, where he's gone right at LeBron and said, "Hey, I'm here, man. I'm 22.
Right.
I'm arriving. You better take notice." And he's doing that. So I had Giannis as my fourth.
Well,
guy.
my guy I had was, I thought that was the one we were agreeing on. Do you have Jimmy Butts?
Oh, we don't agree on. So okay, no, I don't. I looked at that incorrectly. I don't.
You have Giannis. I got Kristaps.
Right.
And then I have Jimmy Butts.
I like that.
Jimmy Butler. I mean, he's the guy for the Bulls. It's not Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is good. He has one side of the ball that he's doing very well at. Jimmy Butler is awesome on the defensive end. He's not as awesome as he has been.
True.
But he's very good. I really like Jimmy Butler. I think he is the soul of that team. And I think that the trades, getting rid of Noah and Rose, not only helped for the assets that they were getting back, but it also helped Jimmy because he could take his spot in the locker room. He has been voted in, or he has been the shooting guard the last few years as he's gotten in. I put him in as a forward because he's playing small forward.
Right.
So that's what I did with Jimmy Butler. I think he's in, no question. Dan, who do you have in the final forward spot?
So my final forward spot, I went Kevin Love. So the reason why I went Kevin Love is I've watched more Cavs games than I have in the last couple seasons this season. Now, I did watch a lot last year, but I've watched almost every Cavs game that's been tipped this year. And we've talked about this since the beginning of the season. Hey, let's see what a summer of working out will do for Kevin Love, and it is showing up.
Absolutely.
He is feeling more confident, more comfortable in the role he's in Ty Lue's system. He's feeling comfortable playing with Kyrie. He's feeling comfortable with LeBron. He is more of a focus on the offensive end and still makes the same effort on the defensive end as far as rebounding outlets. I mean, shoot, he had a play in the game on Sunday where unfortunately he got dunked on by Durant, but most guys demoralized by that. He gets the ball out of the basket. LeBron tosses it down to him easy too. So like pretty much crushed the momentum the Warriors would have gotten from that kind of play. But those are the kind of plays he's making this season. He's shooting it better from 3. He's being given the ball in the spots where he has it the best, on the block, on the elbow. He's just been – he looks like a guy who's had the opportunity to work out and get himself in shape to start the season, and I want to reward that. He's been great.
Yeah, Kevin Love's great. I had him on my list, and then I took him off. I don't think he saw me switch it up.
I didn't see it. That's why I thought we
switched
agreed.
it up. He was in there, but I switched it around. So the Hackett Chat approved votes we have on the West, for both of us, we have Westbrook and Harden. We have Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and then go with what your heart feels.
Exactly.
I mean, look at stuff, but don't just vote for Kobe again. Knock it off.
Yeah.
But, okay, hold on. I don't hate Kobe. I just hated that he got it voted in.
It was tough.
Okay.
Last year was tough.
I just
a lot more guys. There were a lot more
There's a lot
guys
of
that
emotions
deserved
there.
to be there.
and then whoever you got in the fifth spot, maybe you fancy yourself DeMarcus Cousins. Maybe you're
a
going
phenomenal
Marcus
player.
Gasol. Maybe you're going Anthony Davis. Boom, fifth spot for the East. We both got Kyrie.
Yep.
Pick. We got Kemba over here, and you've got who's your
DeRozan.
other guy? DeRozan. DeMar,
DeRozan
that's
over
right.
here.
Um,
Both had LeBron.
both at LeBron. I'm gonna put my flag with Butler, Porzingis.
And I went Giannis and Kevin Love.
You can go with those
Make your
players
choice.
as well, but you can also
Make
choose
your
who you
choice.
think deserves to be in the game, not just who. Oh man, it'll be fun to see Carmelo again. Knock it off.
Yeah.
You are smarter than that. You know better.
You listen to this. You
Right.
definitely know better.
Come on, you got this. Go out and vote. You got 19 more days. You can vote. I think it's like once a day, once every 24 hours. Do that for 19 more days. See who gets in there. We got a lot of fun All-Star stuff that's coming up, but we got some time for that. So we'll
We
leave
got
that
plenty
away.
of time.
Quick hit though. They announced who's going to be singing at the All-Star game
Did they?
at halftime. Yeah, John Legend. John Legend.
Wow.
Well, after the bangers of Sting, they decided to keep it with the ballad-esque artists.
The classy guys. Was just in La La Land, which is probably going to be probably nominated for Best Picture.
Was that good? Did you see it?
Fantastic. Loved it.
Phenomenal.
Go see La La Land.
Go see Rogue One.
Yeah. Ryan
Go-
Gosling, one-man charisma machine. That's his own line about himself.
Boom. Cool.
Yes.
John Legend's great. Have you heard his holiday album?
I have.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's wonderful.
magical, and it really gets me in the Christmas spirit.
It does.
I really liked it. The
Yes.
Christmas.
I just saw a
games
little
were-
twinkle in your eye when you said that.
The Christmas games were wonderful this year. We want to talk about those. We had an idea.
Right?
We're going to talk about how the Christmas games are each a gift. In their own right, they're something special that we have gotten this year.
Right?
But like every Christmas gift, some carry a little bit more value than others.
They're not all created equally.
That is very true.
Right.
And so we're going to discuss how each game fits the mold of those Christmas gifts. I was
That's right.
hoping Santa would be here, but I think Santa lost his sleigh bells.
Well, he's already back up
dude,
at the North Pole.
No, North Pole. He's in Cancun, dude.
No, man, he's got to get right back
Vacation.
down to business.
It's
he
vacation
gets, No,
time,
he
buddy.
gets December 26th. That's his day of rest. And then 27th, you got to start checking that list because he's got to check it twice.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's got to get started on it.
He has to double check the list.
It's a lot of names.
It's so many names.
That's why he's got to start. He gets one day.
Hey, Santa, don't have to check this twice. DeMarcus Cousins, just put him on the naughty list.
He's
Just leave
it's
him
where he
there.
belongs.
Put it in Sharpie. You're fine.
Yeah. It's great.
These Christmas gifts that we talk about, when you walk downstairs, Dan, what is the first thing that you do on Christmas morning?
So
with your family?
traditionally, from when I was a little kid until shoot even now, walk downstairs. First thing is the stocking. They're
Yep,
on,
same here.
they're on the mantle. You look at them. Oh, there's some stuff in those. There wasn't anything for a month. Now
Right.
it's full. Let's go and pull that down and see what we've got. So
Hey, let's go get those now before all of the weight of all the stuff brings
Exactly.
it toppling down and somebody breaks my stocking holder.
we don't want that. We don't want that. So we broke down the first game of the day as our stocking stuffer. Now, not necessarily because it was the first game and that's the first thing we do, but
It happened to match up.
it happened
so
to match
worked
up.
well.
So you get some candy in there, maybe some cash, maybe
some headphones
some
all the time.
headphones,
Gift
maybe some
cards,
little
maybe.
gadgets,
Yeah.
possibly like a little keychain, some different little gifts. So like that, the Celtics and the Knicks starting our Christmas Day NBA day
And-
was a little
and
gift.
The Christmas Envy Day.
NB Day.
I hated
Very
that. I'm
Nice.
so sorry.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you it was
awful.
bad.
That
You're
was-
not
I'll
going to get
take
that
that one.
from this side.
I'll take that
But that
one.
first day, that first game of the day, stocking stuffer, Celtics Knicks. Now, it doesn't have the names of the games later in the day, but you're excited. You're
Right.
oh, this is starting things off. This is good. I get
Well, it's a
Madison
good
Square
warm-up
Garden.
to
It's
all
a
those
good
other
warm
ones.
up.
You have Carmelo, who is
Right.
a star. You have
Yeah.
Kristaps, who's a rising star.
Exactly.
Those, if you are an NBA fan, you know Isaiah, you know Al Horford, you know how good Brad Stevens is.
Yeah.
You got Phil Jackson in the building.
Right.
So it's a good warm up for all the star
Yeah.
power we're going to see.
And the game delivered. I
Yes.
mean, we had a consistent 8-10 Boston lead throughout the entire game. And you know what? The fourth quarter, Carmelo turned it on.
Right.
Had 29 points. It was the first time on Christmas Day he did not go for 30. So went for 29. Had a really solid game. You had Kristaps make some really nice plays.
Yes.
So your
Clutch
your
plays.
stocking is stuffed with some of this really good stuff as you start the day.
Right.
Ultimately, Isaiah Thomas was really great. Knicks could not cover him down the stretch at all, no matter what they were throwing at him. And Boston took the game. But it was just a great way to start the day, just like the stocking is the great way to start your Christmas present opening.
Well, I really like Jay Crowder in that one.
Right.
I don't know. That was just a fun Jay Crowder.
got
game.
hot.
He got hot
in the second
and
quarter.
and and on the defensive end, he also made some very clutch plays.
Yeah.
late, too. So like it was coming down to it. The Knicks were making their runs, and
Right.
he was able to put the stopper on it at the end.
He was.
And so sometimes not everybody gets love. I'm going to give it to Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
I think he's found a good fit in the Brad Stevens system.
He
So-
is exactly what they need. Just hard nose, can make knockdown threes if he has the opportunity. Really like Jay. Good
Yeah,
shout out
he's
to
been
Dre.
great.
Christmas Day, Jay.
Boom, hit it. The next thing that you might get, maybe you have an aunt who doesn't know you very well.
Right.
And so she's just like, here's a card. And
I care
and it
about
is
you, but I don't know
it's
what you
look,
like.
I value you as a person, but I don't know what you like. But you know who does know what you like? You do.
Right.
Amazon gift card.
Boom.
Or a gift card to maybe a restaurant that you like, or
Yep.
Macy's or Walmart, something that has
Something
everything.
just you can go get.
Gift cards are a phenomenal gift
They
that
are.
people use. Look, they don't have all sorts of great value, but to the people who get it, they can make their own value.
Correct.
That's what this Thunder Timberwolves game was.
Exactly.
This is not a high profile, bring out everyone and we're going to roll. But for those NBA fans who knew what they were looking for, you could find value in it.
Exactly.
You knew to look for Karl Towns. You knew to look for Wiggins. See if Levine gets the big dunk.
Yeah.
Watch Westbrook be a crazy person.
Right.
See if Cantor has it. And that's what this game delivered, was not necessarily big, broad appeal for everybody, but if you know what you're looking for, you can find the value in it yourself.
What I would
And that's
say,
what worked.
I agree with that. As the gift card goes, kind of staying in this. I think everyone knows, like, oh, this is really cool. I like getting
Right.
gift
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
So that's the Russell Westbrook of this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's I like gift cards. This is something I can definitely use. I will be attracted to this. Russell Westbrook brings you in. It
Right.
was the other restaurant gift cards, the Amazon, a Macy's, those kind of things. That's the little side gift cards that you get. Like, oh, I'm excited. I can go to a restaurant that I like and get some sandwiches that I don't have to pay for the next time I go.
Right.
That's the Levine, Towns, Wiggins side of things. And then the idea of the gift card for me is the Russ Westbrook just being a stud.
I'm going to be completely honest. I was I was quite disappointed in Wiggins in this game because you have, Victor Oladipo, he can play D.
He's a great defender.
You got Steven Adams, he can play D.
Right.
Westbrook isn't really worried about it. Anthony Morrow's terrible. Sabonis is still tripping on himself.
figuring it out.
That guy looks like a basset hound who still hasn't learned that he has long ears.
Right.
Like he's a guy who doesn't understand how tall he is still, which is surprising to me.
Yeah.
They're not good defensively. The Thunder are.
Not yet.
And Wiggins, he should be there by now.
Right.
He should be able to take over this game. Now, look, it wasn't bad. He had a 23-point game.
Right.
Look, but that is not good enough.
Especially when
In
you're
my
9
opinion.
and 21.
Right. It's just, he should be better than he is. And it's disappointing right now.
Let's give him. This is what we call the Doug Martin leap year. Let's give him some time to be underneath a Tibbs whose coaching style is going to be drastically different than what they had. Let's just give him some time. Still under 22. Let's give him some time.
That's true. But I'm just saying, like, Wiggins was sold as the next big franchise player, the next big superstar.
He was.
And I haven't seen that yet. Very good player.
Yep.
Very athletic.
Yeah.
Has a good head on his shoulders. Nice guy. Very good smile.
All these guys.
Yeah.
All those young Timberwolves guys. Yeah.
Fun guy. I haven't seen that superstar breakout thing from Wiggins yet, and I was hoping to see it on Christmas Day, and it didn't happen. I was hoping for the 45-point game.
Well, you know
didn't
what?
happen.
We've got a whole second half of an NBA season coming.
Right. We're good.
But
we'll get there.
speaking of things that can be disappointing, but are just kind of like the drab of the Christmas experience, you've got those filler gifts.
Yes.
You've got those family members that decide, hey, I want you to open something on Christmas. So I'm going to get you the box. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to get you something. It's going to be nice. You're going to like it. Maybe it's a quarter zip pullover. Maybe it's a nice little polo shirt to wear golfing. Something
Here's
along
a
those
stocking
lines.
cap of a team I know you've been
Right.
looking
Yeah.
for.
Yes, exactly. It's the filler gifts. It's
Yeah.
the family member that knows, hey, I love Christmas and I want you to open something on Christmas. And that was the Clippers-Lakers game.
Yeah.
Just the filler, just to fill spot of the day. Now, we didn't probably think that coming into the season, but unfortunately, the way injuries have broken and the way things have played themselves out so far to start the year.
No Chris Paul.
No Chris Paul, no Blake.
No Blake.
That in itself.
You had D'Angelo coming back.
You did.
But he was not at 100%. You could tell.
No.
Like, it wasn't what we wanted.
Right. And it's not the marquee. Kind of
Right.
like, the filler gift is, I like them. I'm excited for them. It's good to get. I appreciate those gifts. But I'm not, like, super pumped about the filler gifts. They're good gifts. They're really nice. But I'm not like, man, I can't wait to open up that, pair of jeans. Really nice. I like the jeans, but just not for me on Christmas Day. I want the big pizzazz. I want the wow. And I just felt that way with this Clippers-Lakers game. We like I said,
agree.
we lost Chris Paul. We lost Blake Griffin. We like some of those young guys for the Lakers with Julius Randle and D'Angelo Russell and Brandon Ingram. So those guys are fun. So it's like, I get those jeans. I like these. I get to see these guys. That's fun. But it's not the big pizzazz. It's not the most fun.
Right.
And that's what this game was to me.
Yeah, and similarly to that, a gift that almost everybody gets.
Every year.
Socks and underwear.
Boom.
Every time, without fail.
You've
You get
seen a
socks
Christmas story. The kids open up the underwear and they say, look at each other, throw it over their shoulder.
This year, I got 2 packages of socks, both too small for me.
That's a
bummer. A package of like the 5-pack of Hanes cotton.
Yeah.
Not bad. I'm wearing them right now. They actually feel pretty good. And then I got like one. It was a pair of boxers, and they were sloth boxers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, okay, not made out of sloth.
Dang it.
They had sloths on them.
Because that would have been incredible.
Yeah.
That would have been a top gift.
Might have been illegal. I don't know. I don't know
what
the laws
the
with
rules
the
are
sloth.
on
Whatever.
sloth trade.
But on the waistband of the sloth boxers, it says, "Let's take this slow."
Nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Here's the thing. It's like, I opened up the boxers. I wasn't thrilled about it,
No.
but I needed boxers.
Most people need underwear, need undershirts.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
need
things that
socks.
people need.
And most people, they may not have been excited about it,
No,
but they needed the Spurs Bulls game.
they needed it.
A lot of times this is the 5 o'clock game. It's coming
Right.
right after dinner, because for some reason dinner's at 3:30.
Why do
on
we
Christmas
decide
Day.
that on Christmas, everybody?
It's just a weird lunch at this point. The worst part is at noon I'm starving, but I know I can't actually eat a meal.
But they put out
It's
some
coming.
cashews for you.
Right.
So here's some
It's like,
cashews and a plate of cookies. That's not going to cover
Here are
my
the Christmas
lunch.
cookies that have been sitting in the garage for a week.
Great.
Awesome. Cool.
I like my mom's Christmas cookies, though.
Yeah, same.
Candy canes. She makes them phenomenally.
We give
Shout out to Mary Kay Sheaf and your candy cane cookies. We love them.
we have peanut butter scotchy bars.
Those sound good.
Like peanut butter and scotch, and
Yes.
it's like it has.
See,
like,
we're
the
getting
crust at the
excited.
bottom.
We're getting excited. We need to talk. We need to go back. We need to go back to what this Bulls-Spurs game is.
And it was fine.
It is. It's always
what
fine.
somebody needs. It was the 5 o'clock game. You know, it's right after dinner. You very clearly, this may have been the first time that families got together since the election.
Tough.
You know, a lot of things are happening in the world. 2016 has been rough for a lot of people. Not us.
Absolutely.
We started a podcast.
Things have been going great for us.
These are awesome for us. But there are a lot of weird things that may have created tension. You don't want to talk about it. Good news. There's a basketball game.
You can turn it on.
Distract everyone. Or, at the very least, yourself.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't want to be part of that conversation. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go watch the Bulls game.
Yeah.
Did it deliver in excitement? No.
Not exactly.
Was it clearly in hand for the Spurs the whole time?
Yes.
Yep. Did Kawhi Leonard play defense and have a very decent performance with no smiles on his face?
Always.
It was what we expected. It was what some people needed.
Yes.
It wasn't flashy. It
Nope.
wasn't amazing.
No.
But
It got the job done.
it got the job done.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's incredible, though?
What's that?
That last gift. You know,
Yes.
when you go through and you do all the stockings.
Yep.
And then you've done all the small ones.
Exactly.
And here's, in our family, there's always one big box.
Yep. And that's usually how it goes in mine, too.
It rotates. I have 2 sisters.
Yep.
It rotates. And that big box is for a different person each year.
I like that.
And it's terrifying sometimes.
Right.
Because I know that I was supposed to get a big box item. And then big box time. Emily, go ahead and open. Oh, dang it.
Dang it. This is supposed to be me.
I got the big box this year, by the way. 40-inch TV, smart television.
Really nice.
Yeah, I was really excited.
That's a great gift.
Yeah.
Now, for you, on that big box gift, does it say from Santa?
From Santa.
Always, no matter
Every time.
how old
See, that's
you
the thing
are.
is you got to look at to find out who this big box is from. The tension is coming. The excitement is there.
Right.
And then you go to the other side of the box to see the label, and it's always from Santa.
Always. I don't care how old you are.
23.
I could be 59 years old today. We don't know. And it's going to say
That beard could hide
from
any amount of
Santa.
years.
So what do you know? Our big box, big day game was the Cavs Warriors. And man,
Hallelujah.
did that game
Hallelujah. That was
fit the
amazing.
bill. It was a fantastic
It was so
middle
good.
of the NBA season basketball game.
You know, Bill Simmons, who's a guy who we both love to listen to, talk about it in the NBA a lot. He's a genius. He talks a lot about coming into this game of finals rematches being disappointments.
Right.
This
yeah.
was game 8.
Yeah, they just kept going.
They just took it where they left off. And also Kevin Durant was there.
Yeah,
It
let's
was
throw him
awesome.
into the mix. Let's get the second best player in the league just out there to play with everybody.
Okay,
too.
third best player in the league. Calm
Oh,
down.
okay.
Jeez Louise. Come on.
I'm
Steph Curry's still breathing.
I'm gonna stick to Kevin as still my number 2.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, based on that performance on Christmas Day. I
Shut up.
probably-
But he was amazing, and that's
He
the
was.
great part is he wasn't a slouch joining this. He
Yeah.
just jumped right in. You could feel the tension, you could
Right.
feel the electricity, and he didn't slouch away from that. Like he didn't have the battle wounds that the Warriors did from Game
No.
7 and Game 6 and Game 5. But he was in there with them, and it looked like he was fighting just as hard as anybody else with them.
Right.
And it clearly showed, especially in the box score.
Exactly.
Man, 33 points.
Yeah, 33 or 36.
30. Did he get 3 more than I thought?
I think he ended with 36.
I think
Check
you're
it,
right.
but I'm pretty sure he ended with 36.
Fact
Like,
checker.
The nice
Fact checker.
thing about this is you have probably the best rivalry in the league right now.
Yes.
And you're
36. You were right.
Yeah, and you're inserting
boards. Gosh.
one of the top players in the league into that.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of kind of shying away and being like, let me defer to the guys that have been in this, he came out and asserted himself right from the tip.
Right.
And made everyone know, hey, I'm a part of this rivalry now, and I want to heighten it and taking it to the next
Mm-hmm.
level. And he did that. I mean, he was attacking the rim with such ferocity all day. I mean, he had a
Right.
couple really nasty dunks.
Well,
With no regard for human life. Thank you, Kevin Harlan. He was really attacking the rim. He was knocking down his pull-up game. He had everything working.
and the Cavs were responding.
They were.
That was the amazing part.
Right.
Was, there was you actually texted me right after it happened. There was LeBron had a layup.
Right.
And he thought he was fouled. And
So he kind of
took
hung
a
around and did his
He
LeBron thing.
passed the ball back, and Kevin Durant immediately gets a dunk.
Hard dunk on Kevin Love.
Hard dunk.
Driving
And-
baseline.
Right. And then, boom, LeBron gets a dunk on the other side.
Right.
It took 6 seconds for 6 points to get scored
Yeah.
on both sides. It was amazing.
And that was the kind of breakneck pace we had the entire time.
Right.
And a lot of these, early season matchups against the top teams, it's like, hey, we don't really want to show what we have.
Mm-hmm.
We want to kind of keep things tight to the vest so that nobody really sees our stuff. But they came out
They didn't
throwing
care.
haymakers, both teams.
Right, yeah.
It was really good. Really
Yeah.
enjoyable game.
The one thing I'm, we talked about this with LeBron already. The Cavs only played 8 guys.
Right.
They only played 8 guys. They had Kyrie was in there for almost 44 minutes.
It's a long time.
LeBron played over 40 minutes.
Right.
That stuff can get bad quickly. Clay was the only person on the Warriors to play over 40, like 40 and change or something.
Right.
And or something. Like I don't have the box score in
Right,
front of me.
yeah.
I have these laptops.
Yeah.
40 minutes and 37 seconds. In case you were wondering.
Yeah.
But nobody else was over 40 minutes, and they played 10 guys, 5 off the bench. And it looked like the Cavs just wanted to reassert their dominance.
Totally.
And Durant wanted to show that he's part of this now. I'm in this. I want to be part of this. To me, it didn't look like the Warriors were in must-win mode.
No.
And it looked like the Cavs were.
I think the Cavs wanted to prove a point. I
Yeah.
think they wanted to
Reestablish,
let them know. I mean, to go back to even Halloween, where they've got the Steph Curry doll that people are stepping over because he's quote unquote dead. I think the Cavs wanted to prove a point, and I think they did that to Steph especially. I think DeAndre Liggins really causes problems for Steph with his length and his ability to keep up and chase and keep hands, shoulders, body on him the entire time. When he has the ball, when he doesn't have the ball. He was a big part of the Cavs win. Richard Jefferson was a huge part of the Cavs win.
Jeff,
wow,
man.
Richard Jefferson, 36 years old, let's put you in the way back machine and just flush one on Klay Thompson late in the game. Had a nice lefty dunk around Kevin Durant as well. And then we have to finish with the Kyrie shot because, man, that guy has just figured out how to close games
He really has.
against the Warriors.
I know, and it's so hard.
And even the Warriors even went to, hey, we got to put Steph on the bench so we don't get him in a pick and roll. So we'll hide him. We'll hide him completely and not even have him on the floor.
Not even on the floor.
So you have probably the best wing defender at the shooting guard position in Klay Thompson on Kyrie, and he still put him in the machine.
And I'm sitting there seeing Klay Thompson and saying, I thought, and I said out loud, oh, here's Klay. This will be good.
This is good. Yeah.
This is, all right, awesome. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, and this is the thing Kyrie can do, and that's why I think LeBron has deferred to Kyrie in these moments. Is not only can he pull up on you from 3, and it's a very high percentage shot, but he's also one of the best off the dribble creators, and gets himself into the lane with these kind of herky jerky shots where he can get it around the big guys in the league. So he is like the perfect fit. For with the ball in his hands for this Cavs team late. And it's really cool, even though LeBron's the best player in the league, he should have the ball. It's really cool that he has said, hey, Kyrie, put the ball in your hand. It's almost a better situation for us if you have it. And it was. It was on Sunday on Christmas Day. He hit the turnaround jumper to win it.
At the very end of the game, you had Durant trying to make a play.
Right.
Didn't go well.
No.
The league released their last 2-minute report, where they talk about every single call that was made in the final 2 minutes and told you if the refs were right or wrong. And the last 2-minute report said there should have been a foul called. And I think that the last 2-minute report, while starting out like a good idea, has just become ridiculous.
And I think that is going to now morph itself into the new CBA rule where there is a hotline that players can call and complain to about officiating. So I think we're only going to see this 2-minute thing go even deeper with the new CBA.
I appreciate transparency, but I think that blatantly every other game that there's a close call, having to come out and say, oh, they were wrong, it lessens the authority of the officials on the floor.
Right.
This is a longer discussion for a longer time, and we'll get to that later.
Right.
But right now, we want to make it to our favorite segment every single time.
Every time.
Dan, you got this.
It's our favorite segment, and it's time for Keeping Up with Kristaps. Man, Kristaps has had a really exciting December.
Yeah, he
so
has.
so first, he has his career high in the month of December. Not only that, he has a little tussle with Marquise Chris,
Which was awesome.
which was awesome.
Yes.
Marquise Chris
Fights.
down on the defensive side for the Knicks just kind of throws Kristaps to the ground. And many people would say these Euro guys would just say, "Oh, that's okay. Just okay." I don't know what voice that is. Is it Dr. Evil? Is that a Dr.
That's what it sounded like.
Dr. Evil. Is that Dr. Evil? Is he here? No. But he's
Mike
like
Myers is Scottish.
yeah,
so
I don't
that's
know.
Something.
But Kristaps is just okay with it. He's like,
Right.
he gets up and he's not okay. He's gonna step to whoever that is. That's the Michael Rappaport Latvian gangbanger.
Yeah.
That's Kristaps.
Latvian, not
Yeah,
Latvian.
not Latvian. Latvian
Latvian.
gangbanger. Thank you, Michael Rappaport. But yes, he just gets right back up into his face. Now they break it up, but he's just not gonna stand for that. Even though people think he's this big, tall, skinny white dude who's not gonna step to anybody, Kristaps is gonna do that.
Right.
And I love that about him. And it makes him so different than a lot of the Euro guys that have come over.
Right.
And that's why at the draft people are like, oh, he's just another one of those Euro guys, and he's not that. But not only that, he had a really big holiday season.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Kristaps made his first trip to Disney World.
Did he really?
He did not fit in the rides.
Yeah, he's 7'3".
Yeah, he did not fit. It was really funny. For those of you watching the YouTube, he looked like this. He was like in the down, going down like Space Mountain, and it was just like, cool, this
had
is
his
fun.
knees in
I'm
his
enjoying
mouth.
this. And it just, his knees in his face, just not fitting at all. But yeah, so Kristaps did get the opportunity to go to Disney's World.
That's
I was really
amazing.
glad that he had the opportunity to do that.
great.
And you know what? We try to cover all things Kristaps, so that was Keeping Up with Kristaps. Back to you, Chuck.
One thing I do want to talk about Kristaps, and there's always been something that has like bothered me about his look. Like there was something that's like it's just off, and I finally figured out what it was.
What is it?
He never keeps his jersey tucked in.
No, he doesn't. Ever.
Every single player is very, very good at keeping their jersey tucked in. It is him and, unsurprisingly, his teammate, Joakim Noah.
Always out.
Both of them.
Right.
It's so the Knicks just look like a bunch of sloppy hobos, just with their jerseys flying all over. They just look like they're wearing weird dresses, especially since those are enormous
They're
men.
gigantic,
Those
yeah.
are literally the biggest people, and they can't keep their jerseys tucked in. I absolutely love that.
Let's call the league. Let's get Kristaps a better jersey.
Yeah, we get him like a harness or something to clip in there.
That'd be an
He's got
interesting
something fun. We want to reach our end of the show games. We always love playing our games, but before we do that, Dan, I know you get. Here's 22 seconds.
Got it.
Talk about the Larry Nance dunk.
So Christmas Day, you have all the excitement of that. Christmas Day after Christmas, 26 December 26th. I've got the countdown on my face and it's scaring me. Larry Nance just punched one on Brook Lopez, and as far as I'm concerned, his life, his career is over. If you have not seen the Larry Nance dunk on Brook Lopez, immediately stop what you are doing and go watch it.
Nailed it.
Whoa!
Awesome.
26 seconds.
You killed it.
22
seconds. I took 2 seconds off the shot clock to start.
Thanks.
To start me saying it. So
Perfect.
it started
Appreciate
when
that.
the ball was inbounded.
I needed it. I got nervous
you're
because you
good.
threw that to me and I wasn't ready for it.
No, it's okay. You're
good.
fine.
We're good.
You're fine. We've got our end of the show trivia games. We have Gyro. We need you to come
You want
down.
to come out of the booth?
Go to the other side. Go all the way around. Take the
Yeah.
take the big stairs down. Take the
'em
big
down.
stairs down, and you're gonna scoot here. We're gonna.
Yep.
We're gonna find some room. We're gonna be.
Oh, you're just gonna okay.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
look at
Oh,
this. Whoa.
hey.
Hey. Look at this.
Hey there.
Hey, we're really close to each other.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Come right in the middle.
Oh, good.
Oh, now we're just moving things.
Now we're
Oh,
just
man.
bumping
I bet those
mics.
sound
and
Why are
it's
we moving?
not
terrible.
professional.
Yeah. Why are we moving things?
Oh, man.
Okay.
I didn't want to do this.
Oops.
That's okay.
This is what happens when you leave the control room.
Yeah,
That's
I
tough.
liked it there.
Too bad.
It's safe there.
Yes.
Gyro, our trivia question.
Trivia question.
Don't.
Okay.
Dan, we can't look.
Yeah, don't look. It's
Not
on my
looking.
phone. It's on my phone. Who was the first team to sweep an NBA Finals series?
The first what franchise?
Yeah, and year, of course.
And year, of course. Gyro, you couldn't see that because you're behind me, but I rolled my eyes at the camera. Because I think you're ridiculous.
Finals sweep.
This is super old.
Yeah, I threw
assuming.
one down. I'm not proud of it.
Okay.
I got
Going
one
back to
down.
the traditional, you get a point if you get the team, and if you get another point for the year.
I've got mine. You have yours?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I have the Minneapolis Lakers in 1958.
I was going to say Celtics 61.
You got the team, and you got the year.
Whoa!
Oh, hello. We're back.
I thought it. See, I initially thought about 58 because that was Russell's first championship, I believe.
Okay.
But like then you said Lakers. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 59. Maybe he's right and knows that the Lakers won that year. And that's what. Oh gosh, I wanted to say it, but I did. I chickened out.
We both got points.
Chickened out. We both nailed it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, the victory for both of us. It's Christmas, so we can share.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Christmas.
It's a Christmas miracle.
We have our. Oh gosh, I did not put our keeping up with or our our if it hits I'm a genius.
We'll
from
check
last
in on
week.
the last two.
Yeah,
And the
Well,
next.
Yeah, we'll do
We'll
those
check
later.
into them. Let's just get to the new ones.
It'll be
'cause those
fine.
that everyone wants anyway.
Because here's
I have a feeling neither nor any of us were geniuses based on.
no.
everything.
I remember mine. I remember mine that Westbrook and Harden were gonna get dueling triple doubles,
And
Harden was 1 rebound short.
almost a genius.
Oh my gosh. I was at the bar and we were there for the Blue Jackets game and I was like, hold on, I have to stay and watch Thunder Rockets. And they're like, why are you really? And I was like, because I need to see if Harden will get 4 more rebounds. They were both like, they had like the tickers going on ESPN, like triple double watch. Man, it was so close.
Close.
It was the
not a
last
genius.
basket and a guard came down with it and it was Patrick Beverly. I was not happy with him.
Not good.
What are you gonna do?
So this week, then,
This week, what do we got?
Chuck, if it hits, I'm a genius. What do you got?
We're going to see our first trade.
Ooh.
We haven't seen a trade in the season yet. We had some stuff going on right before the season started.
Lots of
we haven't
buzz.
seen our trade. We're going to see a trade. There's always one that happens at the beginning of January because people pull the trigger too early. And,
Right.
You know, nobody wants to wait till the last minute to get a gift. You know, they want to get it early. And there's some
Right.
GMs that are working ahead of time. I think we're going to see our first trade.
Do you have
No.
who? Just a trade.
Yeah.
just a-
Two Western Conference teams.
There we go.
How's that?
We'll take it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I appreciate it. How about this? I'll give you one of them will be the Trailblazers. The
There we go.
Trailblazers will make a trade.
I like that better. I
Okay.
will accept that.
All
okay.
right.
So for me, based on the Christmas Day game, Steph Curry sitting at the end of the game, I think this is going to cause a little problem.
Oh, no.
I think his shooting is going to suffer a little bit. I think it's going to get into his head that, shoot, I can't play late in games because I'm kind of a liability on defense, even though he's really not. But at this time he is. I think he's going to drop down over the next 10 games from 39.9% from 3. I think over the next 10 games, he's going to drop down to 36% from 3.
You think 3% is your if it hits I'm a genius?
I think just over the next, he's going to drop.
3%?
That's almost 4%.
Yeah, it's almost.
Almost 4. You know, literally if it was any other player at doing any other thing, I would never take that. If you had said Drummond was going to rise up 4% on his free throw percentage, I was like, no, that's ridiculous. But it's Steph Curry shooting threes.
Exactly. So
You
it's
expect
that's a
him to make
huge
all of
slump.
them, so, yeah.
I'm
All
going
right.
to say that's
All right, I'll
my
give it to
if
you.
it hits, I'm a genius. Steph
give it
Curry
to
going to struggle from 3 over the next 10 games.
Dover, what do we got?
After the Cavs' big win over the Warriors. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going with this one.
Uh-huh.
I think the Cavs are going to start a little streak here.
Ooh.
How long do you think it's going?
7 games.
7 game
7
streak?
games. Now,
7
is this
game win.
after
From
the
Christmas
This
on.
includes the Christmas game on.
Okay, Christmas game was
so
1.
so they lost to Detroit
So that didn't work.
day after. So maybe from the Detroit
From
game.
the Detroit.
Okay,
From the
we'll
Detroit
say
game.
that. All right.
Sorry.
Well,
LeBron
that
rested.
I've been away.
Yeah. Oh, no. Is LeBron is going on the 7-game win streak. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give you LeBron going on the 7-game. All right. Thanks, man. We appreciate you
Yeah.
being here.
I'm gonna go
You
back.
can
to
head
the-
back.
back in.
Thanks. I
Get-
appreciate that, man. I'm
yeah.
going to move this around.
Try not to slam the door too hard.
Yeah. Don't hit that drum set on the
Be
way.
careful.
There's a lot of, okay, you just hit the.
We told you not.
And don't hit the drum set. Gosh, that was so, all right, good. I'm glad you didn't. Oh,
Okay.
man.
Yes.
There's actually a drum set over there. I'm actually not kidding. We've reached the end of our show. We are so thankful that you have joined us for our post-Christmas, our day after Boxing Day episode here.
Yeah.
We are so excited to be back again in studio. Real life high fives again.
We did it. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to keep it together. I've got the Rudolph thing. It's Christmas, right?
Big shout out to the gamehouse.com, HAUS, gamehouse.com. Go check out all of the coverage they have on everything. If you are into bowl season, they break down every single bowl, what player you should be watching in college football. You're thinking, oh man, Mississippi State versus Miami, who gives a crap?
cares?
I actually had people to watch because
Yeah.
they'll play in the NFL next year.
Exactly.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. So if you're into that stuff or any other sport literally ever made, I'm pretty sure next week they start their club curling column. It's
What
going
do
to
you
be
know?
awesome. Club curling.
Light that up.
It exists, I think. Before you do anything else, go vote for the NBA All-Star Game. Just like one is fine. But please, this is your time to have a voice in the NBA. Go do that. And when you do that, screenshot it. Shoot it over to us at hack_chat on Twitter, and we'll see how well you've done. Give your case for the other ones that you may disagree with us on, and we'll see how the All-Star Game voting is going to play out. Follow us there. You can follow us on. You can go to our Facebook page as well. Just search Facebook or search Hack a Chat on Facebook. It's real simple. Our music is by Kid Runner. We are so thankful to have their stuff. Their EP, Body Language, is on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, just about everything you can imagine, YouTube, whatever. Go check them out on all of their music stuff, and you can listen to them, or you go check out their Twitter account as well.
Yeah.
For us, personally, as a Christmas gift to us, go rate and review and subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind, share with a friend.
Yeah.
Share with a friend.
Do it.
Tell somebody else.
Hey.
And we're good.
As a
We're all set.
Christmas gift to me, we're here. We're together. I've spent all this time on Harold Miner. Can I open the Harold Miner Christmas package and talk Harold Miner?
You didn't give me a gift.
That's the gift to you, is talking about it. We get it off of me nagging and nagging and nagging.
Did you get the gift receipt?
I did not.
I'll
they didn't
take
email
the-
it to me. I
Can I have
gave
socks
him
and
a
underwear
fake
instead?
email because I didn't want to get on the email list.
Well,
But
they're
can we
not
do
going to
it?
sell that stuff, I think. No.
All right.
Not today.
New year.
New year coming up.
2017
New Year's
Harold Miner talk.
resolution.
Harold
We're-
Miner? You've seen it. Harold Miner.
We'll discuss it.
We'll discuss it. I'll take it.
Well, until then, travel safe, be good to one another, and of course, Happy New Year. Ball out!